The fourth quarterfinal is always my favorite on the final wager because we go from having 3 guaranteed semifinalists, the winners from the first 3 games, to having 6, the first 4 winners, and the 2 highest wildcards because no one can catch them on Friday. Alan and Anya. Both of them can wager 0 and get through to the next round. Neither of them knows that, of course, because they've been locked in the green room all day. Kevin, an impressive showing after being in the red for so long, having the poise to almost run that river category. Very good play. Unfortunately, he had to miss that last $2,000 clue. All right, so we have Alan and Anya starting off, first and second. Let's look at the regular wagers and then determine what we think each player might want to do. And Anya doubles up. She's going to 31,000. So to cover that, Alan's going to need to wager 13,401. If he's wrong with that wager, he's going to be left with 41.99. So to stay above that, Ananya will want to cap her wager at 11.3. And Kevin's going to have to get it right and wager at least 800. Now for second and third. Ananya and Kevin. If Kevin doubles up, he'll have 6,800. So to stay above that, Ananya can wager up to 86.99. Now for rule number 3, if Ananya wants to cover a 0 wager by Alan, she should wager 21.01, their difference plus $1. Let's put that here. And Alan could make an unsafe wager because they're quarterfinal. It's the quarterfinals, so there are wild card berths at stake. He could wager up to 20.99. And so to cover that, Ananya would want to wager 4,200. Okay, so we got plenty so far. Now we'll turn to mind games, and I do want to mention that Kevin's score is so low that he'll probably just want to wager everything. Mind games. If Ananya wagers this 11,300 amount, I wouldn't do that if I were her. I think getting above 20,000 is probably the goal. This would put her at 26.8 on the upside. Maybe a little bit too risky. His 86.99 amount, on the other hand, that's going to get her up to 24,199. Still pretty high. Maybe too much. Let's make that 200. To cover a wager like that, Alan will have to wager 6,600. I like that a lot better than this 13,401 because 31,000, that's way too much for a wild card, and the downside is just way too big. Alan, in my opinion, shouldn't be wagering any more than this 20.99 amount. And that looks to be pretty much it. Let's see what actually happened. We start with Kevin. He got it right and doubled his score. Over to Ananya, who missed and wagered 86.99, the maximum she could so as not to fall below Kevin's total. Finally, Alan got it right and went for the lockout. Perhaps a little bit aggressive, but it got him through to the semifinals. And joining him are Jeff and Kat. They're the top 2 wildcards. They can't be caught. And we have Aaron and Ananya sitting on tenterhooks for the next half hour, wondering if their scores will be good enough. Should be fun. We'll see you for Friday, quarterfinal number 5, on the final wager.